So it is about 4 a.m. I just got back from Belgium, took a nap, and now I gotta go to London. Okay, we made it to London. And not for nothing. Well, I kinda don't know what to do. See, the two engagements that I had to do, they were both canceled. And there's the reason I'm here. Now, don't get me wrong, that is completely fine because there is always something to do. Matter of fact, there is a story I've been meaning to tell you guys for a while because it's a good one. Because you see, I believe that you have two things. You have two things that can ruin a career as well as a channel, anything. These two things can ruin anything. And those two things are foresight and ego. Write that down. Matter of fact, I have witnessed it, I was a part of it firsthand when I first started. Okay, not when I first started, but when I first moved to LA and started getting my foot in the door working in television over there. That was a bit awkward. This guy thought I was getting up to get a shot and he thought I was getting up. Tried to take my seat, but I sat right back down. Back when I was in LA, the beginning years of working my career in television, I was working for Craig Ferguson. And when I started off as an intern, but then quickly moved up to a PA and research. But now, while I was working for Craig Ferguson, we would have these meetings, these production, or I would say they were more producing meetings. The way these producer meetings would work is you would go in the room, there would be a long table. PAs and interns, you sit in the back. So usually I would sit in the back and just watch the producers pitch things to Craig. So you basically pitch potential guests to be on the show, people who are recurring guests, and maybe also marketing pitches and sales pitches for products and all kinds of stuff. And you would also be able to pitch certain ideas, segment ideas, that you think would help out the show. And man, I still remember being in these meetings and basically pitching actor, musician, after musician, after actor, after actor. And it would literally be it would be shot down almost every time because the person didn't like Craig or Craig didn't like them or they had some kind of issue. It was always something. But overall though, again, these meetings were cool. And after a few months in, I remember a producer coming up to me and basically asking me to go on YouTube and find an interview that Craig did with an actor a while back and just kind of write down specific points that they talked about. And now, at this point, I had been on YouTube for maybe 3 months. I had just made the first episode of that series, The Sky is the Limit. And I knew how big YouTube was gonna be. I just knew. And I do have to say the obvious though, and that is I was not big by any means on YouTube. I had maybe 5 subscribers and low-key, all of which were probably my mom. So yeah, I was not big at all, but I knew YouTube was gonna be big. So I get on YouTube and search up the actor. I believe it was actually Daniel Radcliffe, who I was supposed to be doing some research on. So I go in, get on YouTube, pull up the old interview that Craig did with Daniel Radcliffe, and I realized that we weren't uploading these clips. It was just random people uploading clips on YouTube, making monies of our show. Alright, so now after I see this, I am just oh snap, I have something to say at the next producer meeting. I'm bringing some sauce. And that is exactly what I did. I made a list of creators this time, not just actors, but I had a list of creators that I wanted to pitch to go on the show, as well as the whole, a whole new segment idea, as well as a whole YouTube idea. Come on, boss. All right, now fast forward to the next producer meeting, and I am pumped. It was almost my turn to get ready to pitch, and I knew this was solid. Every creator I had on the list, the idea I had on the list, as well as the whole YouTube structure I had on the list was solid. It was a solid idea. Like legit, I'm about to make these people a lot of monies. So I am in this meeting, my turn comes up, and I let them have it. And now when it came to potential guests, I don't remember everybody I pitched, but I do remember one creator, and that was Ryan from Mega Higa. He was one of the people that I love. I watched him almost every chance I got, and he was starting to blow up. So I pitched him with maybe 3 other creators, and they said no to everybody. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I've never seen a group of people say no so fast. I mean, you would think I just suggested shooting somebody or something like that. They said no so quick. And then I also pitched a segment idea, and I think I called it Dear Journal. And it was just an idea of Craig sitting down and he's like going over today's journal entry, something along those lines. And they also said no to that, which I kind of understand. It needed some tweaking, and it wasn't the best idea. But while I pitched this segment idea, I then also stressed how important YouTube was. I told them YouTube is the future, it's coming up. There's no reason that we should be letting up. There's no point of us going on YouTube, searching, and finding all these clips that were uploaded by somebody else. We need to be doing that, and we need to it was time for us to bring the sauce. And man, just the amount of ignorance that I've seen in this room from like all these producers blew my mind. And now, remember what I said earlier about foresight and ego can kill anything. If you lack the foresight and you're too proud of your ego, that's a bad thing. Because legit, all the signs were already on the wall. They were all there. But these people were so proud that they just kept looking down on it. They didn't see what was right in front of them. What are those guys doing over there at the table? Making postcards with typewriters. Huh. Hey, look, I ain't even hating. Get the bag however you can get it. It's tough times, man. And now look, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all, because you know we on that Wi-Fi. It's not like they didn't have a YouTube channel. They did, but it was so half-assed. Like we could not find certain things on, well, a lot of things. The PAs couldn't find things on these channels, and it's our stuff. We had to find these things, like clips, like these, he would do like Tweet Mail Tuesdays or something, but he would have all these like little segments, and we would have to find them from other creators who posted them, or other just random people who posted it up on YouTube. And I thought that was dumb. And my whole idea was to change that, get as much content as we could on our channel while up in the sauce with doing new things on the channel to just grow the audience and grow the reach. Because you gotta remember, this was the late show, not the late show, the late show, meaning the audience was not, the audience for late shows were not that big. And anybody with half a brain, some foresight, and a checked ego who worked in the industry would have seen the writing on the wall and would know that this was the biggest opportunity at the time. Like, this was the prime time to go in and go ham on YouTube. So I tried pitching one more time in the next producer meeting, and after the meeting I got called in the office, and I also didn't get the full-time position that I wanted to get. And now, fast forward just a little bit, and Craig Ferguson is up for a promotion. He is looking to take David Letterman's spot with The Late Show, because David Letterman is retiring from CBS. And now, as you probably guessed, Craig Ferguson did not get that promotion. Matter of fact, they were like, nah, we'll give you a better studio, but like, nah, we like you where you are. CBS was just not having it. And Craig Ferguson was not too happy about this. Matter of fact, he was really upset, and he told them, look, either you hire me or promote me to The Late Show, or I'm out. And CBS was just like, bye. And now, lucky for me, I had already moved on to bigger and better things in on-air promo. Full-time gig, been up everything. It was solid. Craig Ferguson didn't renew his contract, and guess who they hired in?
Hello everyone, I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh look, Andy Richter's got his own show.
British actor and writer, From Gavin and Stacey, James Corden. And this dude came in swinging, fired everybody from the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, fired all of them, except for a couple of writers, and hired in a bunch of young, talented people who knew about YouTube, Snapchat, and Twitter. James came in with the foresight. He knew the power of social media and as well as YouTube. He came in swinging. I mean, he came in hard in the paint. And instead of ignoring all the amazing ideas that we had, all the young people that were coming in with all these new ideas, instead of ignoring all of them, he hired more of them. And well, when it came to doing the show, he did check his ego. He was a bit of a, I didn't like him personally, but when it came to business, he checked his ego. Okay, quick side note though, that show Gavin and Stacey was boss. I really like that. I mean, sauce. I like Gavin and Stacey, okay? Back to the story. But yeah, man, by this time I was in on-air promo and the Late Late Show, everybody that worked for them, the people I worked with, they all got let go. And all because of foresight and ego. They looked down on YouTube so hard that they could not see the opportunity that YouTube was offering them for free. It's not like the show didn't have the money. I mean, you could do it for free with a little bit of extra work. That's it. Meanwhile, when James Corden came in, not only did he let everybody go, but he came up with segments specifically that he knew would do well on social media. Because again, who's watching late night? Not a lot of people. Who's staying up that late? So to me, it made sense if you want to boost the numbers, boost the audience, get newer viewers in, you would want to be seen as much as possible, especially in a space that's blowing up. I mean, Higa, do you know how big that guy could, like, that's the thing. With my foresight, I saw where this dude was going. He wasn't blown up yet, but I saw the potential. And they just looked down on it because he was just a YouTuber. And everything YouTube related to, they look down on. Everything. And a lot of people in the industry still do. Meanwhile, James Corden's probably over somewhere chilling on his yacht with all his cars because of a segment called Carpool Karaoke. You know what's crazy too is that when this happens, every time it happens, people are always surprised, but all the signs were in front of them for years or for months. Man, somehow, some way, history always repeats itself. Something that I have learned and I have been trying to keep in mind ever since I've experienced that whole Craig Ferguson thing. Ever since then, I have always said, don't wait for the change. And if change is gonna happen, like there's no doubt, it's no point in fighting it. Change is gonna happen. But instead, try to do your best to get in front of the change, as well as maybe be the change. Like everybody's hoping for somebody to save them and hoping for things to just happen. And a lot of these people don't care about us. Why not just be the change? I think there was a kid like climbing up or something.
Raised by the rain, saved by the pain, ain't but a thing.
Quick stop for some lunch. I am so hungry. Tough decisions. Yeah, I'm ready. Actually, you know what? Oh, and so it's Christmas. Yeah, thank you. I'll hold on to this. Yes, please. Okay, we got our lunch, chicken burger, and fries. I'm telling y'all, I'm a simple dude. Look, I was so hungry. Y'all want a fry? Y'all want? I got you. I got you.
My mind's still on dreams. Soon as my eyes roll open, come good tokens. I've been training myself to add cheese to the picture.
Oh man, not for nothing, that lunch was so good. I think it's because I was so hungry. Because the quality wasn't that great. But dang, it was good. Thank goodness though, the hotel that I'm in has a kitchen. I think it's a small hotel, but it does have a kitchen.
You know the plan. Feel like I been gave another chance, and it ain't wasted on cameras. Cause I know I put this 5 cents in peppers. They say that he won't let that known game.
Holy cow, look at that line. I would never wait in that line. You gotta be out your mind.
So I just see a few more ships on my map. I'm gonna need something else to burn, daddy, and I got nowhere to turn. Nowhere to be jumping, sir.
my stop is like a mall. Jeez, what is going on up in here? Jeez, got Krispy Kreme up in here? Look at that Krispy Kreme. Man, I haven't had Krispy Kreme in like 10 years. Okay, now it says I have like a 13-minute walk from the station. I think this is the right way. But yeah, I mean, if you can't guess, I didn't go home right when I said I was too busy getting some B-roll shots. Man, now for nothing, I'm gonna be so happy when I get there though. Dang, I think it's about 6 o'clock. I've been here since 8 a.m. and I have nothing to do. I mean, I did some work, but yeah, I just been hanging out since 8 a.m. Oh, and I did some work, but 8 a.m. How crazy is that? Dang. Yeah. Sure.
Hello, YouTube. Train myself to find a simple night, so when no introspection peaks when you let that thing out within the easy when you go without for dinner, and I wasn't even a
This seems like a dope area, right? I usually stay in Clapham, but I picked this one because I liked the hotel. The hotel looked good, and it got great I dug deep in this review. I must have read 200 reviews this time. Like, what happened in Atlanta ain't never happening again. Oh, bus pulling up close. Jeez, look how crazy this is. So the bus lane is right there, but the bike lane is also right there. How? That is so sketchy. Oh, I think that was it. Hold on.
when you let that thing out within the easy when you go without for dinner, and I wasn't even a teen. Yeah, I learned that from my G strip. I'm out right now, cause I'm eating. Yes, I tolerate lactose for the cheese. And taste of recipe, even fruit, you now waste a second.
Hey, man, this is actually, oh man, yeah, I think this is pretty good. It's tight, like I said, it's a bit tight, but I like this place, man. I like it. Sorry, I literally just messed up the bed when I was setting up those shots. I was about to hop in bed and go to sleep, but man, I was like, let me get some shots. So we are not gonna get into a hotel tour tonight. We'll do that another day because I really wanna lay down. But point of this whole episode is that things are changing. Everything will change and continue to change. It is up to you to grow and adapt. Don't blame anybody else. Don't wait for something to happen. Just keep growing, keep adapting, and try not to wait for the change, and instead, be the change. But anyway, thanks so much for watching the vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, because I enjoyed making it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Sorry, I am extremely tired. I'm going to bed. All right. I'll catch y'all in the next one.
I learned that from my G stretch. I'm out right now more cause I'm eating. Yes, I tolerate lactose with a cheese.